different things, but I am also an abolitionist against slavery. When I was 14, I was placed in front of a trading charter, so I saw slave ships come in to St. Croix, and I saw how terrible it was for them. I instantly developed a feeling against slavery. I may have owned slaves, I will admit, but I did it to make my wife Eliza happy, and they weren't treated very bad anyway.
I live in the southern colonies. I bought slaves because there's so much work to do, and they need help. Plus, the labor's free. When they try to run away, I punish them bad. They need to be punished so they don't do it again. Sometimes, if I like them, I let them buy their freedom with extra coins from extra.
I'm Sarah Rosenberg. I'm a slave. My slave owner is Joshua Smith. He makes me work inside and outside. I do so much work, from blacksmithing and farming to doing things like picking cotton. I have to work outside in all different kinds of weather. And if I don't do something the way I'm supposed to, I get beaten or whipped.
I'm Harriet Tubman. I am a slave. I work in fields. I do chores like picking cotton and tobacco. My owner's name is Jonas Winsberg. My best friend Sarah Rosenberg is also a slave. I get whipped a lot for no reason. I've got bruises and scratches all over me. People say I'm an important part of history because I led thousands of slaves to freedom.
A lot of people know me because I'm against slavery. I am an abolitionist, which means I fight against slavery. I escaped from slavery, and then I started on my mission. All people deserve to have rights and to be free. I also worked on women's suffrage, which gives women the right to vote.
I cannot afford the price to get on a ship to America, so I signed an agreement that gave 5 years of work from me to get on the ship. So here I am, sleeping on the ground. I'm basically a slave. I have 5 years like this, and then I will be free. This makes me feel bad for every slave. Their work is unbearable. I have 5 years like this, and they have their whole lives. It's unfair. I am given little money from the rich to keep me from uprising. I will save it for when I need it.
Accused of being a witch. I am not a witch. I did something suspicious and I got accused by a young woman. The Salem witch trials is where we get hanged and lose our lives for doing absolutely nothing.
I'm Elizabeth Handerberry. My father, my mother, and my sister Sarah and I migrated to Boston, Massachusetts because my father needed a better life, and there weren't many job opportunities in England. Sadly, my sister Sarah caught scarlet fever, and we had to move her down south. I've heard that she's farming down south with my aunt Elise Henderberry, and my cousin Amanda Brooks is at the Salem witch trial. I hope she's okay. My father also has helped slaves escape. One is named Kira and works for us. We call her Ara and gave her different clothes so that she won't be recognized. I hope Sarah is back soon.
I migrated here from England because my father needed a better life and a better job. There weren't many jobs in England. I got scarlet fever and my father took me down to the south. Now I work here in the fields with my Aunt Elise. It's dangerous sometimes out here in the fields because there are wild animals and bears.
I sold over 1,200 slaves. I made a lot of money. Over the years of 1562 to 1807, we dispatched over 10,000 voyages to Africa and trade for slaves. Africans say that what I'm doing is wrong. This is how I make my money.
1638. I have just arrived from England. America is quite nice, actually. Sadly, I will have to wait 5 years to enjoy it. I have become an indentured servant on a plantation. Anyhow, while I was on the arms in Norway, I heard some of my fellow soon-to-be servants whose friends were servants say that it is awful. They whip you, and sometimes they don't even set you free. I really hope not.
actually arrested for trying to ship corn on a ship that was apparently not from England. Apparently, there's a law that states you cannot ship goods on a ship that is not from England and doesn't have 3/4 of the crew from England. How was I supposed to know that? It's not like it said made in China on the side of it. Now I've escaped to America and I'm always looking out for British soldiers. Oh, speaking of them, run!